Hi guys, welcome to my channel everyone and thank you so much for watching. What's going on guys? I am Jade. If you're new here, please hit the like button and share this video. So today we're going to be talking about a new article that recently came out which basically detailed some of the bullying that William and Kate engaged in directed at Meghan during the time that Meghan and Harry were getting ready to get married. Okay, so let's get down to what allegedly, supposedly happened according to this article. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. So this article is basically saying that William had to go and seek some type of assurances from the late queen over his mother's jewelry. Like this clown literally went to Queen Elizabeth with everything that is going on. Okay, went to Queen Elizabeth and to seek assurance to make sure that his mother's jewelry did not touch the hands of his brother's soon to be wife. Like the sense of entitlement of this whole situation is crazy, especially when you think about the fact that most of these jewelries were taking off the backs of poor countries, all in the name of Commonwealth countries, right? But this clown, William, felt so entitled to it that he actually went to make sure that the queen, because ultimately it's up to the queen, right? So he actually went and made sure that the queen could assure him, oh, don't worry, the little black girl is not going to come anywhere near your mother's jewelry. Like the whole situation is just so sad. It's so sick, okay? And what this article also says is something that I have always suspected from a very long time, which is that Harry and William were never close. Harry also said it, that they were not each other's best friend, regardless of what the image tries to portray. If you read Harry's book, The Spare, you will know where he said that he basically said that they were not each other's best friends because William was so bitter, so evil, so vindictive, even before he grew up, even as kids, even as teenagers. He was always very bitter, very angry, very mean to his brother. And so, whenever I would see the media trying to portray them to be like this close brothers or whatever, it always made me laugh because that did not seem to be the case for me. It just seemed as though the firm, the royal family, as a firm, were trying so hard to paint these two brothers as close because it was in the best interest of the royal family to continue to mislead, to continue to lie, to continue to spin whatever narrative they wanted spawn. It is so sick and twisted. But anyways, let's go over this article that is now really detailing the bullying. Like my heart goes out to Meghan. Oh my goodness, men, men, if you are out there, make sure that you find a right woman. Make sure because the right woman in your life literally can save you, can give you freedom. Do you know that if Meghan and Harry had not come together, if Meghan and Harry had not met each other, Harry will still be basically William's bitch. Honestly, William and Kate too. They wanted to hold him ransom, not because they cared, not because they loved him. They just wanted to keep him around to use as a smokescreen whenever there was a scandal, whenever there was something that needed to be corrected. They wanted to use Harry as that. He was a tool that they ran to whenever they need be, whenever there was a need. So whatever you do, make sure hit the like button, guys. If you're watching me, please hit the like button. It helps. It helps a great deal. Hit the like button, please. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's go over this article. The article says Prince William sought assurances from late Queen over concerns about Meghan's wedding. It has also been insinuated, even talked about, that William had a crush on Meghan, and part of the reason why why Kate is so negatively obsessed with Meghan, in the bad way, obsessed with Meghan, is because Kate knows that William was obsessed, had a crush on Meghan. So imagine the man that you have done everything for, lost yourself in the process, bent over backwards for, put up with so much, all the cheatings and everything, only for the man to have a crush on another woman who your brother-in-law ends up marrying. So I understand that it was a very tough spot, because one thing for William to have a crush on Meghan, knowing that there will never be, their paths will never cross. They will never ever be in a situation where they are in the same space, and then she can live with that. You know, a lot of women can live with that fact. Okay, fine. My husband has a crush. They even have this hall pass thing where couples will be like, "Oh, who's your celebrity hall pass?" Oh, they will name whoever celebrity that they like, and then because they have this mindset and this belief that it'll never happen, and they'll be like, "Oh, my celebrity hall pass is this, that, and the third." So she was fine with him having a crush. Kate was fine with William having a crush on Meghan, allegedly. But then her worst fears materialized when Meghan, what were the odds that the person that you had a crush on eventually ends up being married to the brother of your husband who has a crush? Like, the odds of that were very crazy. And so there was a lot of jealousy and bitterness there with Harry bringing Meghan and introducing Meghan, and Kate knowing that her husband, the man that she cannot even trust, the entire relationship was filled with heartbreak. Kate was always getting cheated on, allegedly. He was always cheating on Kate. He was always messing about, you know. It was almost as if Kate existed to please William. And in my opinion, if any other aristocrat's daughter would have taken William, he probably would have ended up with them. If any other woman would have taken William, he would have ended up with them. It's so obvious that he doesn't even love Kate. Like, he doesn't. Did we see? Oh my gosh! Did we all not see the shit show of a video that they did to announce the end of her cancer? Like, give me a break. You know what I mean? So the only reason why he ended up with Kate was because nobody else will have him. Nobody else will put up with the things that Kate put up with for 10 good years. So let that sink in for a moment. Because it's very obvious, he doesn't see it for her at all. William does not see it for Kate. It's one of the most obvious things that they have tried so hard to get the British media to ignore, to post the different stories. Like, how about we talk about the fact that William does not see it for his own wife? That's the real tea. That's where the real story is, not this cockamamie bullshit that you guys keep pushing. Like, this is so stupid, so ridiculous, but you guys keep trying to make fetch happen. Fetch is not going to happen. Okay, so let's go over this article. It says, by the time Prince Harry married Meghan Markle, friction between Prince William and his brother was reportedly building. And the friction didn't start yesterday. It didn't start by Meghan coming into the picture. No, it didn't start with that. It started a long, long, long time ago. So continuing, it says, Prince William reportedly felt so conflicted about his brother's upcoming marriage that he sought assurances from his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth, it's been claimed. So he was so conflicted. Why are you conflicted? It's not your problem. It's not you. You're not the one who has to marry Meghan. You already married, buddy. You've been married for a while. You have all these children. You're trying to put on this wholesome family appearances. So who cares? It's really none of your business. Okay? It's none of your business. This is what I always tell people. Let people marry whoever they want to marry, because ultimately it's either going to go one way or the other. Okay? The marriage is either going to work out or it's going to fail. According to statistics, the last time I checked, it's 50-50. Okay? I'm sure it's even worse now. But do you see people being discouraged about getting married? No. You do not get to butt in. You do not get to tell somebody who they should or shouldn't marry. That right there is the height of control. That right there says he wanted to continue to control Harry. He wanted to continue to have Harry on a leash. And he wasn't doing any of this because he actually loved his brother, mind you. He wasn't doing any of this. He wasn't being protected. He was only protecting his best interest. That was all he was doing. It was self-preservation. Because the moment Harry got married, he knew that Harry was going to be his own man, his own person. He's going to have his own agency. And, he didn't want that. And it makes you wonder why. Okay? LMZ Lifestyle says, please says if you can do more videos of Meghan and Harry greeting from Belgium. Oh, I do videos about everything as the spirit leads. All right, shout out to you from Belgium. You know what I mean? So it was so obvious that as soon as Harry married, that was it. The umbilical cord, the hateful, it wasn't love. This is something that I want everybody to grasp. This was not about love. This was not about being protective of your brother. This was somebody who wanted to have his brother on a leash. Okay? He was spared. Harry was spared in every sense of the word. Perhaps he was thinking that should Harry and Meghan get married, Meghan will talk Harry out of giving him a liver or something. Because apparently, allegedly, I hear he's a drunk. And so he's probably thinking at some point in time, he's going to need a liver, you know, a kidney or something. So he was like relying on Harry. I mean, why doesn't he just do what the other rich people do? Go to third world countries and buy one. I don't know, what can I say? Okay? So it was not out of love or respect or genuine concern. It was just self-preservation that he wanted to keep Harry single forever and ever so that he can continue to look like, because he knew the stuff that Harry was made of. William knew. And that's the reason why when, for example, those of you who have had issues at work, you have somebody who doesn't like your work, or even your boss who just doesn't see it for you, ultimately they see something that is great about you and they cannot stand you because they know that if given a chance, you are going to overtake them. You are going to do far beyond they are able to do. And so they will go out of their way to like put you down. They go out of their way to keep you down, to make sure that you never grow, you never excel. Nobody ever sees your greatness. And that's the thing way that's the one way I can liken this Harry and William situation. Because William knew that ultimately Harry was everything. He was everything that he was not. He was everything that William was not. Okay? And he knew that all Harry needed was a little opportunity to shine. And he knew he was never gonna allow him to outshine him. He was never going to allow Harry outshine him. That was never gonna happen. And that was why he enlisted everybody, including the media. Do you know how wicked you have to be like posting your brother? You're not even half siblings, for goodness sake. You people have the same mother and the same father. For you to allegedly be plotting with the media to pull your younger brother down, that is a different level of wickedness that I have never seen, and I never want to see it. Like that level, that is like, whoa, it should be studied. Okay, that level of wickedness that William has allegedly should be studied, because it's not normal. No, 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 no. It's not normal. You know what I mean? So he knew that his brother had what it takes. He knew that his brother was everything that William, wasn't. He knew this. People always know. Again, that's the reason why they do their best to like beat you down, because they know that what you possess, they know that what you have, the greatness that is in you, if allowed to shine, is going to surpass them. And so they do everything they possibly can to keep you down, to keep your light from shining. It's what throughout history, that has always been the case. That has always been the case throughout history. So let's keep reading this. So it says Prince William reportedly felt so conflicted about his brother's upcoming marriage that he sought assurances from his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth, it's been claimed. So continuing the article says, it was reported many felt within the royal family that Prince Harry was getting married to Meghan far too soon after dating for 2 years, with concerns regarding the speed at which their relationship developed. I have literally seen people marry within days of knowing each other, and they've lived together for like 30, 40 years, forever and ever. Okay? It happens. And excuse me, dating for 2 years before marriage is not moving too fast. People will say that when they're trying to make sure that you do not progress in life, is when people will say, oh, they were dating for 2 years. Oh, it's far too long. Are you kidding me? People will literally meet each other and go to Las Vegas and get married, and then they will live happily ever after. Who cares? We have also seen situations where people will date each other for years and years and years and years, and they get married within 3 months, they're divorced. The only reason, in my opinion, that William and Kate are still married today is because Kate is greedy, okay? Like, the bar for Kate is like, who else is going to take Kate? You know what I mean? Kate is greedy. Kate enjoys the limelight. Kate enjoys all of the benefit that comes with being Princess Kate. You know, that's why. It's all up to Kate, and they don't want the chaos, they don't want the drama and everything that happened with regards to Prince Charles and Diana and the scandal. That is the only thing that is keeping those two married. Kate and William are not married because the love is so strong and so beautiful. Nah, nah. Those two are married essentially because multiple reasons can be right about this, right? Kate is greedy, number one, in my opinion. Number two, they don't want the scandal. They probably made a pact that on no account should we divorce. We're never divorcing. The royal family cannot handle another scandal. The royal family will not be able to survive another scandal. So please, perhaps that's why it took them so long. Perhaps that's the reason why. William married her instead of somebody else because they were always breaking up. They broke up so many times during the time that William and Kate were dating. They broke up so many times, too many times to count even. They broke up way too many times. And there's a reason for that. There's a reason. Because they couldn't agree on the fundamentals, they couldn't agree. But I do believe that at some point they came to an agreement. They made Kate an offer that she couldn't refuse. And William is a fine. See, I can't find any of the others nicer girls that I really want to marry me. I might as well take this one. You know what I mean? So multiple things can be right as to why William and Kate are still together till this day. And none of it could have anything to do with love. Could be their relationship at this point, in my opinion, just seems so transactional, like a give and take. Let me keep enjoying the benefit of being referred to as the Princess of Wales, and all of the things that come with that, and all of the glory, all of the respect, the adulation, and everything. It's not love, in my opinion. It's not love. None of this is happening because of love. Because if this marriage was because of love, they would have been divorced a long time ago. These two are miserable. Forget all the pretending and smiling, but it is usually when the cameras, like these two are miserable. Because how do you fight so hard to continue to try to tear down your brother and his wife, even though they're not even near you anymore? Because it gives a distraction. If he's not tearing her down, if he's not tearing William, if William and Kate are not tearing Meghan and Harry's relationship, then the spotlight will be turned on them. And then people will get to see that the emperor has no clothes. Okay. I'm just gonna block you. Anybody that is like William and Kate's fan, my video is not for you. My page is not for you. You will be blocked, okay? Go to your echo chamber where you guys regurgitate all the lies. It is always so funny to me how William and Kate and the royal family supporters, they come and they say, it's a lie! All the things you're saying is a lie! You're lying! Oh, so only you should be believed. Only the things that come out of your mouth should be believed. Everybody else is lying. Got it, got it, got it. The level of privilege, give me a break. Okay? So I'm just going to block you. If you are pained, if you are miserable, if you are sad, you don't like what I'm saying, then just do yourself a favor and just exit the live video, exit my video, and then you don't have to hear me. And then you don't have to hear me analyze things that make sense to me. Okay? Because for so many years, you people enjoyed Meghan being bullied, Meghan being harassed, Meghan being labeled, Meghan being labeled all kinds of names. Oh, we so you prefer us to believe that all these awful things that you guys are believing about Meghan is true, and then when the truth start coming out, you want to cry, moan, and groan, and claim it's all a lie. Really? So your side of the argument is the only correct one. Yeah, got it. Now you have no. As soon as I see the comment from you moaning and groaning and crying, you're getting blocked. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Go to your echo chambers. There is a lot of you. They have succeeded for many many years. They succeeded in turning Meghan into this awful person, when in reality it was just jealousy. William and Kate were jealous. They were jealous of the attention. They were jealous that majority of the world loved Harry and Meghan. Majority of they were so popular. Meghan and Harry got so popular, so big that the royal family didn't know what else to do than to publicly. They were ready. They were more than happy to take the hit, right? Do you know how vindictive you have to be happy to take the hit from pushing away your son your brother, and his biracial wife. Do you know how messed up? Do you know how vindictive and bitter and jealous you have to be to push them away because of their popularity than to embrace them? Do you know how messed up you have to be ready to like accept the pushback, the backlash for pushing away your son and his biracial wife, your brother and his biracial wife, your brother-in-law and his biracial wife? Do you know how messed up you have to be to be more than happy to push them away as opposed to actually working with them? Because there was no way they were ever going to let Harry and Meghan take the shine, because they knew what was going. They were worried. I would not even be surprised to hear that there were meetings upon meetings upon meetings, private meetings, that those four, and by those four I mean Charles, William, Kate, Camilla, I would not be surprised. In addition to the firm, I would not be surprised that they were holding meetings upon meetings upon meetings, discussing how they were going to bring Meghan down, discussing the benefit versus the negative of removing them. They were having meetings. I would not be surprised to learn that they had meetings upon meetings. And they basically came to the conclusion that, screw it, this is what we have to do. We cannot allow this woman to come in and take the shine away. Like, are you kidding me? He's sixth in line to the throne. The possibility of him even being it's like almost impossible. So why should he take all the shine? They forgot the benefit. They forgot the assets that Meghan joining that family could have been for the royal family. Because now, outside of the British, outside of the UK, outside of Britain, where they basically live in an echo chamber where they regurgitate all the things, they only every smear campaign outside of the United Kingdom, everybody else, the rest of the world, see the royal family as a pariah. And everybody is wondering, how could you do this to this woman? How could you treat Meghan the way you treated Meghan? As evidenced by the reception they get wherever they go, whenever they go. Whenever they go to foreign countries for their charity work and everything, we see the love that they get. We see the reception. We see how loved, accepted they are, because they are a force. They are genuine. Harry is exactly like his mother, and Meghan is exactly who she says she is, who she's always been, a philanthropist. Okay, somebody who has dedicated her life to helping people, helping the less privileged. So imagine those two people coming together. Whoo! The royal family dropped the bag on this one. They dropped the bag. Maybe Prince Charles or King Charles would have been open to the idea of, completely fully embracing Meghan. Maybe he would have been open to the idea, but William and Kate would have been like, no, 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 no. I am gonna be king one day. There is no way my brother and his biracial wife will ever be more popular than me. I see that conversation happening. I don't know about you, but I see that conversation happening. I see them having a conversation discussing Meghan's role, discussing how they should approach it, if they should embrace them or whatever. And William being very vindictive, saying, no, 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 no. I am not going to allow my brother, who's not even going to be king, to be more popular than me. I'm going to do everything that I can to make sure that it doesn't happen. I totally see that being the case. I do. I do. I do. They should have, like, do you know how messed up they did? They totally fumbled this bag. Let me tell you, the royal family, they fumbled this bag. And then they were worried about the wrong thing, worried about how, oh, they've only been dating for 2 years and blah, 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 blah. Are you kidding me? People have dated for way longer, got married, and broke up 2 months later. Heck, people have dated for long and broke up a week later. But look at them. They've been married since 2018. They've been married since 2018, 6 years. Yeah? Huh. They're happy. Like, you can see that they are in love with each other. They are obsessed with each other. Harry and Meghan are obsessed with each other. Harry cannot stop talking how amazing his wife is. He can't stop talking about how amazing Meghan is. He can't stop talking about how Meghan changed his life. He can't stop talking about, like, he simply can't. He's obsessed with her and she's obsessed with him. And she has definitely opened his life, or opened his eyes to so many things, shown him so many things, giving him so many opportunities too, just to make sure he doesn't fail, so that his family doesn't laugh at him and say, ha ha, what did you think was going to happen? So, like, it's so crazy, but I love what's happening now. I love how a lot of these stories are coming out, what really happened. And you know what is so interesting? A lot of the things that happen now that are now being released were not even in Harry's book. He was still trying to protect them. For example, the part about the Boris Johnson story, they have now come to try to debunk it. They said it never happened. Okay. They said Boris Johnson is lying. I don't think Boris Johnson is lying, especially knowing that Harry can actually, you know, confirm or deny or validate the story. I don't think he's lying. But again, the royal family always wanting to appear squeaky clean, never wanting to be found holding the bag. Guess what? They're gonna do their best. I don't think Boris Johnson is lying. He has no reason to lie. No reason whatsoever. Why? He could have just trash talked the politicians like he intended. But he spoke the truth. But the royal family, they always lied. The same way they lied. Even though it was um, Kate who made Meghan cry, they lied. They twisted the narrative and they lied and they said it was Meghan that made Kate cry. Come to find out, it was the opposite. Like, they just lie, 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 lie. So I'm supposed to believe that, oh, Boris Johnson is lying about this, and yeah, right, yeah. The royal family, I'm sorry, you guys have lost credibility as far as I'm concerned. Nothing you say to me will ever, like, if the royal family greets me good morning, not only will I check my watch to make sure it's morning, I will open my window to see if it is actually morning. That's how little credibility I have when it comes to the royal family. Okay, Boris Johnson has no reason to lie, none whatsoever. None. Zilch. But we know that the royal family has a lot of reasons to lie. There is a lot at stake in the situation. They have a lot of reasons to lie. And lie they will. Deny they will. There's another one that I need to block now. Somebody says, if you go back, let me highlight this. If you go back and watch the wedding, notice how the royal family are not looking at Harry and Meghan when they are exchanging vows. It's disgusting because they didn't even they just really saw that all they saw was they didn't even think she was even she I don't even want to be so extreme as to say they thought she was beneath her. Like, even their dealings, their behavior, their actions, and everything that they have done has only shown that they really, really thought that they were beneath. I mean, it has always been known that the royal family feel like they are above everybody else or whatever, whatever. But nothing was more cringe than to actually see that in full display. It's one thing for you to hear that they feel this way, but to actually see it in full display. And people like to like brush it over because, oh, because he walked, because the then Prince Charles walked Meghan down the aisle, so they felt like, oh, you see, Prince Charles isn't so bad. He's walking Meghan down the aisle. He must be, yeah. And that's another way they dropped the bag, right? In that moment, that single moment of Prince Charles walking Meghan Markle down the aisle was the moment that Prince Charles was humanized. Meghan, Meghan Markle humanized Prince Charles and now King Charles. But you see, narcissists never, ever, ever want any type of success to be tied to anybody else. They want people to believe that they got everything on their own. They did it themselves. Nobody helped them. Nobody aided them. It was all of their efforts. And that's another, again, like I said, multiple reasons why they hate Meghan can be right. Multiple, doesn't have to be tunnel vision. There can be multiple reasons. In a world, while the entire world saw that action, that gesture, as a humanizing moment for King Charles, then Prince Charles, he did not like it. I don't think he did not like it. He did not like it. He wanted everybody to think however they wanted to think about him, but he would never want Meghan to take any kind of credit for anything positive, impactful that has happened in his life. And that's also an example. That's also a telltale of people who feel like they're better than everybody else. They don't mind secretly reaching out to you and stealing your ideas or whatever, but they never will publicly admit that they stole your ideas. They never will publicly admit that you are the reason why they are where they are. They never will. For where? Are you kidding me? No way. No way. You know. So basically, multiple things can be right at the same time. Multiple reasons can be valid at the same time. Okay, so let's keep reading. It said it was reported many felt like the royal family. It was reported many felt within the royal family that Prince Harry was getting married to Meghan too far too soon, after dating for 2 years, with concerns regarding the speed at which their relationship developed. These simmering concerns allegedly saw William reach out to his grandmother for a special and significant guarantee. According to author Robert Jobson in Catherine's memoir, the brothers' relationship quickly deteriorated before the 2018 nuptials. By the time, so this has been quoted as saying, by the time William was confirmed as best man, the relationship had worsened, he claimed in book. I have never been told, okay, sorry. I have been told that still concerned about the match, had sought assurances. Um, I have been told that still concerned about the match, he'd sought assurances from the Queen that Harry's bride would not be wearing any of Princess Diana's jewelry, even though his own wife was ordered to wear it. Imagine. He went and sought assurance that his bro that his brother's wife would not wear his mother's jewelries, his mother's tiara. Like, can you imagine how sad? So continue says, despite sharp digs and thin skins on both sides, the wedding at Windsor in May of 2018 was a spectacular success. In public, the royal family were all smiles, though privately they were at daggers drawn. Can you imagine? Yeah, 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 yeah. It's been reported the pair have not spoken since their grandmother's funeral back in 2022. Prince Harry claims William had screamed at him in front of the Queen regarding the Duke's decision to leave the UK and set up a new life with Meghan in the US in January 2022. The once close brothers relationship has now completely deteriorated and is reportedly non-existent due to allegations made by the Duke in his memoirs. They were never close. They were never close. It was all a sham. Okay, they were never close. Harry said so himself. They were not best mates. The media wanted, because it was in the best interest of the royal family to make the two appear as close. They were never close. And that's the truth of the matter. So, anyways, I wanted to quickly let me. So the walking was just for show. It was. May September 15 says the walking was just for show. Look at how they treat Diana. Exactly. Exactly. And this is another thing that I'm so happy about. I'm so happy that Harry has remained, Diana's family and Harry have remained very close, and Meghan, they have remained very close. They have remained in contact, and they have remained very supportive of Harry, because they know what's going on. They see everything. And the media, as hard as they have tried, because it's part of their work, it's by design, right? The British media have tried as hard as possible to make it seem as though everybody hates Harry, everybody dislike Harry, everybody doesn't want anything to do with Harry, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? The media have tried so hard to paint that narrative, but that has never happened. We have seen Diana's side of the family have continued to support Harry in everything. They have not left him alone. They have not abandoned him. And Diana's friends, for example, Elton John has been a constant support of Harry and Meghan. So, of all, the only people who really want to act like Meghan is a bad person, and they're not giving support to Harry anymore, really is the royal family, period. The royal family, period. Everybody else, they love Harry, they love Meghan, they know that Harry and Meghan are good for each other, and they are grateful for Meghan in Harry's life. They really, really are, as evidenced by the support that they continue to show. Harry's mother's side of the family, they love Harry and Meghan. They absolutely love Harry and Meghan. You know what I mean? They absolutely love Harry and Meghan. And they have continued to show their support. And I absolutely love that more of these stories are coming out now, so that the world can actually see how vindictive these people are. They really are vindictive. They really are dangerous people. The royal family is dangerous, okay? Because I don't understand why they can't just let Harry and Meghan be. All of this could stop. And all the people who came into my video or who comes to my video whenever I make videos about this and say, oh, why don't you just leave the royal family alone? No, let the royal family leave Harry and Meghan alone. They need to stop posting all this lies and false information and character assassinating stories that are not rooted in reality. They need to stop posting those things about Meghan. That's what needs to happen. Not telling us to stop talking about the royal family. Just one press release will end all of this, will end the incessant bullying of Meghan and Harry. Just one press release from the royal family will end the bullying. Will end the bullying on Harry and Meghan. Harry and Meghan, they need to stop bullying Harry and Meghan. And the royal family can put a stop to this. But they will not put a stop to this because releasing a press statement and saying leave Harry and Meghan alone, well, guess what? Divert attention back to them. So Harry and Meghan is basically the British media's bread and butter right now. They're really pretty much putting food on the mouth of the British media. So telling them to stop means now we want blood. We have to go back to talking about you. We have to expose all your dirty, dark secrets, Harry, William and Kate and Charles and Camilla. So if they release a statement saying that Harry and Meghan should be left alone, then the attention is going to divert back to them and all of their dirty little secrets. How William is supposedly sleeping with some guy or his wife or both. Who knows anymore? Who knows? Who knows if, according to what I have read, that the Rose lady allegedly is really not even the person that William is supposedly messing with. That she's just a smokescreen. That allegedly it's the husband of Rose that William is allegedly messing. Like, I mean, there are so many things. So there are so many reasons why they don't want the focus back on them. There's so many reasons why they will never come out and ask that Meghan and Harry be left alone. There's so many reasons. Okay? So who knows what happens? So they will never do that. So it's left for people of good mind, well-meaning people, to expose the ills that are being done to Harry and Meghan by this awful, awful family, this toxic family. Imagine thinking now that they are no longer in the UK, they are in Montecito, their lives will be at peace. But no, the family never stopped talking. Family never stopped talking. And the more they talk, the more things come out. The more the royal family continue to seek their British media bullies after Meghan and Harry, the more stuff about them, real truth, facts, will be exposed. So please, if you're here, if you're going to catch this later on in playback and say, leave royal family alone. No, tell the royal family to leave Harry and Meghan alone. Because right now, they call the shot. Right now, the ball is in their court. Right now, they are in charge of what's going on. They have the power to tell the media to back off of Harry and Meghan. It's up to them. It's up to them. So anyways, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Hit the like button and share. Thank you, everyone. Shout out to all of you that are here. I will catch you later. Bye.